I knew that when they were going to hire somebody, they had to hire somebody young and somebody that was close to the community. And you're that guy. You know Piedmont. You've played for this school, so you know what really makes this program and this community tick. Just talk about your role in moving this program along.
Right. You know, I think a big reason for the hire is consistency, right, and some continuity. And I'm all on board with that. Like I think ultimately what they knew was that I want to be here, right? I love these boys. I love this community. I only started coaching, right, because I love Piedmont. I want to come back anywhere else, right? Working in the business world, I got a phone call and I answered the call. So and it's been crazy, man, because a year ago I was getting started as my first year as a teacher, right? And stepping into a business education role and helping coach this football, and I was the head track coach, so doing a few different things there. And then this came up unexpectedly for me, right? It wasn't something I think that I would apply for, but ultimately I knew that I was needed. Right, and that's my focus. Right, I'm trying to do what's needed for this program or for these young men, and so far the kids they've bought in. Right, I think they understand my motives are. I think they understand what I want for their program. I want them to be successful over the long run, and that starts with building from the ground up. Right, I do a lot with the middle school program, try and work with them. I love working with our JV kids. It's one of my favorite things to do, and that's where it all starts. Right, you build it from the ground up, then you start having some consistency and some success over time. Right. But being the fourth head coach in 4 years to me there's no pressure, right? There's no pressure at all. This is something where I can come in and really put my hands on things and build it how I think we can build it to be successful.
So 7 years ago, this month, you guys were trailing Porter Ridge 20-0.
Yeah.
You win a huge game. The first time you beat Porter Ridge in quite a while. And what you talked about in that post-game interview was attitude. Talk about that attitude and what you're seeing here as this program progresses through the summer.
Well, you probably saw right there, I asked the kids, what makes a good practice, right? Attitude and effort. Right? I don't care how much we mess up. I don't care how much we have to learn through that process. If we have the right attitude, we have the right effort, we're going to be moving in the right direction, right? And like you said, it is kind of crazy to look back full circle, only 7 or 8 years ago, and kind of think about that was my attitude then, right? And that's what made me successful in getting to the college level, and having a great time up at Davidson and have a good relationship with those coaches. It was always my attitude. It was always my effort. I never was the biggest kid, never was the fastest kid, and that's what I love about these guys, right? And the good news is we got talent too, right? We got kids that got great attitudes, and give me great effort, and they're starting to see that they've got some talent too. Ultimately, what my goal for them, right, beyond the attitude and effort, is applying that to the game, right, and using their skills to make themselves successful. Right? I can't play the game for them. I can't do it for them, right? But I can give them the structure, I can give them the keys, and let them drive that car.